Hello friends, today's study is Does God Kill? And today I have my friend here, he's going to be helping me with this study. Sure. So let's find out from the Bible if God kills. Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Now, does God get angry with the wicked? We read in Psalms chapter 7, verse 11. God judgeth the righteous, and God is angry with the wicked every day. And then we read in verse 12, if he turn not, he will whet his sword, and hath bent his bow, and made it ready. We also read in verse 13, he hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors. So what about the flood?
Well, in Genesis 7 verse 4 it says, for yet 7 days, and I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And every living substance that I have made will I destroy from off the face of the earth. Did this actually happen?
Yes, it did happen. And we read in Genesis chapter 7 and verse 17. And the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased and bare up the ark, and it was lift up above the earth. And the waters prevailed and were increased greatly upon the earth, and the ark went upon the face of the water. And we read in verse 19. And the waters prevailed exceedingly great upon the earth, and at the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered. So what about the end of time?
Well, in the book Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 7, it says, I form the light, and I create darkness. I make peace, and I create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Let's look at the Strong's word, and that is Hebrew 1254, to create. A primitive root, absolutely to create. Qualified to cut down. A wood. Choose, create, creator. Cut down, dispatch, do, make. In this verse of Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 7, we find that God, the Creator, declared that as the Creator, He has the absolute perfect right to cut down evil. His love would not be perfect without justice and a putting away of sin. This is why His vengeance against the wicked is called a estranged act.
So in Isaiah 28 verse 21 we read, for the Lord shall rise up as in Mount Perazim. He shall be wroth as in the valley of Gibeon, that he might do his work, his strange work, and bring to pass his act, his strange act.
In Leviticus 23 verse 30 it says, and whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in the same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people. God does destroy.
You see, even in Revelation chapter 9 verse 2 we read, and he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit.
That's definitely death. And also in Revelation chapter 20 verse 1 to 3 it says, and I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed a little season.
Wow. You know, in Revelation chapter 20, verse 14, we read, "And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death."
So yes, God does kill. It's all throughout the Bible. He created evil, and he can destroy evil. Let's go back to Deuteronomy. You want to read Deuteronomy for me as we finish up here?
Now, just to continue on, you know, some people will say, okay, then does that mean that God allows evil since he created evil? Well, I talked to somebody about this, and actually they were doing some Hebrew on this. And in the Hebrew, when it talks about God creating evil, it means that God created Lucifer, because he is the father of evil.
But at the first, Lucifer was not evil.
So evil, meaning God created, God created the person who started evil, so that, so he can even kill the person who started evil, which would be Satan, So he's saying, I created evil, which in general, he did not create sin, I'd probably say.
Yeah.
But he created the person who, started evil.
The father of lies.
The father of lies, yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And we also read in Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. "See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my